Good morning, all you lovely people. Welcome back to Grumpy Old Git in the corner on a Sunday, and a beautiful Sunday. Looking at the weather out there, clear blue sky at the moment. Although, maybe the pilots haven't woke up yet, so that might change. But being as I won't be doing a video tomorrow because I'm busy, I wanted to give opinion on a few things. Mainly the big meeting in London yesterday, which went off very peacefully considering there was a reported 30,000 people in attendance. Well done, guys, absolutely. Well, I sat here all afternoon, well, from mid-morning till late in the afternoon, watching quite a few streams, to be honest, in and around the meet and the surrounding areas as well, from various points of view, various sides and different people. But all in all, my take was the main meeting went off absolutely brilliant, lovely and peaceful, no trouble whatsoever. Yeah, I didn't go a lot on some of the things that were going on stage, but that's besides the point. There was thousands of people that are patriots of this country, I'll say. But then I look around and there's some of these, what I call them AI channels, the robot voice, the false voice, no faces on the channel, professing to be English channels, etc. There was a few fake thumbnails on there, probably trying to get views. Ones like this one. No, it wasn't a face-off. The police did stop the march at one point, but this was not a face-off. As people in the know realised, there was restraints on the timescales around the march. There was a time that was allotted for it to start, and there was a time allotted for it to finish. Now, these were agreed by the Metropolitan Police, which allowed the process and the march to go ahead. Unfortunately for some, there was that many there that the march just seemed to naturally start earlier. So the Met Police stood across the road, stopped the march, and it was explained to the crowd by the marshals, the appointed marshals for the march, that they were just holding them up until the official time came to start. Everybody waited patiently. No hassle, no face-off, no trouble. Although some channels deem this as, they were bucking for trouble. No, I'm sorry. I said, in my view, on that one, I'll give a big up to the Met Police for the way they handled it, and a big up to the protesters and the marshals for the way they handled it. Well done. Both sides on that. But on the outskirts and surrounding the march and the meeting, there wasn't any trouble, but the police did put things in place just simply to inconvenience people, make it harder for them to join the march and join the main show. How? Well, they blocked off several roads, several footways, to even people on foot, not just traffic, and making people follow very, very long detours to get there. In some cases, well over a mile. By crossing the river, going down the other embankment and coming back across the river just to get there. Their reason for this? Well, I can't see any other than just literally cause harassment, generally. An inconvenience. But nobody kicked up about it. One or two had words about it, but it's nothing we don't come to expect from them, is it? Maybe they thought it wouldn't get noticed. Wrong, it did. By more than me, believe me, we saw it. But everybody stayed cool, and there were no reported arrests. Somebody did say there was a couple of arrests, but I believe these were reported as alcohol related. Yeah, there was people drinking from very early in the morning, but you'd expect something like that with alcohol, but reported on the whole, no arrests. Now, there was one person connected with it that got right up my nose. I was going to swear then. Now, the instructions for the day, for everybody that attended, was don't rise to any counter-protesters, don't rise to any provocation, keep it all peaceful and cool, and don't give them any reason to slate the march or try and pull it down and dismantle it. And then you see this. Now, after you've stood on the stage in the main march and called for peace and thanked everybody for behaving so well, why would you get a taxi after the main show, take your personal security and go and deliberately walk into the middle of a counter-protest? What a fucking hypocrite, I will swear there. And then stand there and complain to the camera, oh, the far left are targeting me. I had to be rescued and saved by my security and the police. Sorry, but that's not being a journalist. That's not being a supporter of the cause. That is just being a complete asshole. A complete asshat. You absolutely showed yourself up for what you really are there. But again, mainstream media, very quiet on it. A few bits on websites. There was a counter-protest, as you saw there, but it was very poorly attended. Only a few hundred. But most of the mainstream media were concentrating on another little protest elsewhere. Nothing on the big one. So, yeah, their bias continues. But maybe they just didn't report on it because nobody gave them the reason to call them far-right thugs and hooligans that deserved to be in jail. What a surprise. But, yeah, nothing more than we haven't come to expect from the mainstream media. But everybody seemed to have had a good time. The word got out. Do you think that Starmer and his little group of communists that are in power will take any notice of what was said, or how many people were there? The feelings of the British public, a lot more than what were there. Don't forget, there was a lot of people that couldn't get there for varying reasons. I doubt it. They're just too blind to what the people want. They profess to be a party for the people, but they don't listen to the people. Shows them up just for what they are, doesn't it? But anyway, guys, I'll leave that there with you. You know, have your say in the comments. Please be aware that YouTube faceless cowards do play around in the comments. You can put perfectly reasonable comments in there, as I've done in replies, and their bots remove them for maybe one word, or maybe, as I say, there's somebody in YouTube studios there watching, listening, and getting some very sticky tissues. Yeah, I believe they get off on the harassment they cause, but that's just my opinion, guys. But anyway, well done to those that attended yesterday. Sadly, I couldn't because of my health, as you know. It is a genuine excuse. I can't endanger myself for anything now. But, as always, until later in the week, don't forget the clocks went back today. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay free. Respects, people.